What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of What's in the Box Track. I'm a little late on this one because, trades and all of that. I wanted to kind of process everything that's gone on. The Lakers have traded Westbrook and picked up a couple of ancillary pieces that have better shooting. Might have lost a little bit of a defense there, and some people are probably a little too happy for people who are winded after running up and down at 24-hour fitness, but whatever. We are about to get into the stats for the Bucks game. Let's get it in. Lakers lose this game 115 to 106. The Bucks had 99 attempts to the Lakers 89. If you want to go ahead and skip to the end, spoiler alert, this was a offensive rebounding issue and total rebounding issue, which of course Lakers being shorthanded, kind of might have been an issue. Now, before I get too deep into these stats, the Lakers do still, at this point, shoot the least three-pointers in the league. The Lakers are somewhere around 33s. Everybody else is pretty much far and above that. The Bucks were shooting pretty poorly from the three-point line. They shot 25% overall. They were 12 for 47. The Lakers, on the other hand, were 7 for 18. The thing here being shorthanded is you wonder, you're curious if the Lakers are going to pick this type of thing up, right? If we look at kind of some of the simple things, right? If you look at points in the paint, the Lakers lost 44 to 54. No LeBron. Vanderbilt is supposed to help with that a little bit. Thomas Bryant is gone. He wasn't playing that many minutes. Russell Westbrook was definitely attacking the paint more than any of the guards that the Lakers now have. So that points in the paint shift is going to shift by about 10 to 12 points, and you hope that you can make it up in about, let's say, 18 to 24 points from the three-point line, because you're going to get maybe 8 to 9 more three-pointers, 8 to 10 more three-pointers now. So this is where the difference is. The Lakers were once a points in the paint team. They're still going to be that, but you got to remember that that was the one thing that Russ did, was attack the paint on a regular basis. So I did like the shooting. There were some people who were like, oh, how could you be happy with a loss? I don't know if I was happy with a loss, but if you watched the last episode, I said, all right, Brian, go on and sit down or whatever. You all on Twitter and everything. It's a little goofy. So I'm just saying, sit down, relax, let the rest of the team play. You've already lost 2 important games. Now you're -6 to get to 500. Remember, I was saying -5, so now it's even more than that. So Bron sitting didn't bother me. What more or less might bother me along the way is if we lose the paint presence almost entirely, right? So that'll be the key here. What other teams are doing, they're shooting threes until it hurts you. I mean, 25% from three, 47%. Even Barkley was like, stop shooting them, and I agree with him. But that's not how the NBA works now. You keep shooting because you know that the three-pointer can bust the game open or not. Now, the Lakers, on the other hand, play pretty solid defense. I mean, they 45% shooting from the Bucks overall. You could say they were missing their open threes. I would argue that the Lakers were contesting as best as they could. They were out-rebounded, and that's where it comes down to. This is 16 to 11 offensive rebounds. The Lakers then gave up 23 second-chance points. Lakers gave up 23 second-chance points to 11. There's your big difference in the game. It wasn't the threes. It wasn't this incredibly poor defense. It was the fact that the rebounding wasn't there, and that's going to be questionable going forward. That's going to be something that's questionable going forward. I know you got Bron coming back, et cetera. Bron kind of lays off things defensively, so I wouldn't say D'Angelo Russell's the greatest rebounding point guard in the world. Again, Vanderbilt's supposed to help with that. Malik Beasley's supposed to at least volume threes up, which is what the league is into. Doesn't matter how many you shoot. As long as you make 10 to 12 of them, you can shoot 50 to 60 of them if you want. So we'll see. I mean, you're playing against the Bucks. I don't really have a lot to add to that. That's probably any different than anyone else, with the exception of the people who kind of have a lot of disparaging words to say about the Lakers. So as far as this trade goes, man, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think anybody knows, and I think you're finding that in a lot of people's responses to it. There are a lot of people who are celebrating because players they didn't like are now gone, and there's some goofiness to that. But there's also people who really feel like the Lakers have a better shot at succeeding. And to me, this does remove any excuses. I was talking to my father about this. Yes, I'm shouting at my father on this show. And my father was saying, okay, well, now there are no excuses. You got all the three-point shooters you said you needed. These close games shouldn't be close anymore. You should be kicking out. Those three-pointers should be going down. that means that if you do hold the ball for 17, 18, 20 seconds and kick out to a shooter who's supposed to just randomly chuck up any old shot without running any real offense because you the man, you can't blame Russ for it. This is actually on everyone else now. So we'll see how this goes, man. They play tonight. They play probably in a couple hours, actually. Yeah, in a couple hours they play against Golden State. Golden State is having similar issues to what the Lakers have had in the more recent history, which is injuries. So, yes, injuries do matter. It is a real thing. If your best players are injured, it's going to be hard to win, no matter who else is on the floor. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of that not being an issue. But, again, there's a lot of goofiness in this conversation. So we'll leave it at that. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. This has been What's in the Box Track. I will holler at y'all next time. Peace.